Welcome back. Today, Washington, D.C., of all places, announced they're giving up on managing COVID cases to zero and dropping their mask mandate. Pretty incredible for Muriel Bowser to do that. As we've reported, it comes amid great news on the pandemic. A healthy, vaccinated American, well, they are highly, highly, highly unlikely to die from the pandemic. As we noted last week, 3 times as many people die from being hit by a car, pedestrians hit by a car, than vaccinated people have died of COVID. And that counts people like Colin Powell, vaccinated but with other terrible health conditions. For the unvaccinated, there's great news as well. This week, the Biden administration announced it's buying 10 million doses of Pfizer's COVID pill, which proved nearly 100% effective for the unvaccinated who get COVID to keep them from dying. The top of Drudge Report tonight, though, Biden to require booster, ? Will it ever end? You might remember we asked that same question last week. Would someone please blow the whistle so we can all move on with our lives? Congressman Mark Green, emergency room physician, former Army flight surgeon, is ready to do just that. All right, why are we all ready to get back to normal now?
Well, I think the 18 months of this, or well, more than that now, has really worn down the economy. The longer we keep this sort of pandemic phase, the more risk we put patients who aren't getting their cancer checkups and things like that. Breast exams and colonoscopies are still at 2/3 the pre-pandemic level. And that's people who will die from cancer because of a late diagnosis. So it's time to move from the pandemic to the endemic phase of this thing.
It may be time, and I understand that. We just got a headline now from Bloomberg. Case counts way up with COVID, explosions in certain states of cases. Should we really care about cases anymore of COVID if effectively a healthy person's not going to die from it?
You know, when you start looking at the criteria to move from pandemic to endemic, one of the things you want to look at is the trend line between hospitalizations and death and the actual case numbers. And what we're already seeing is those trends are now diverging. And it's because we have so many people, 79% of Americans have at least one shot, and over 100 million cases. So we're rapidly approaching the point where this thing should go from pandemic to endemic. And that's why we're sending both the CDC and the president a letter asking him to come up with the plan to end this thing.
You'd think that the CDC and the president would be chomping at the bit to end this thing. It does not appear that way. Do you have an answer why?
Well, of course, there's suspicions that prolonging it empowers a certain party. There's some political advantages to continuing it. Those suspicions are clearly there. Obviously, we want it over. We want it ended. Get back to our normal lives.
Yeah, you think the other argument, I had a radio talk show host on, or I was on with him a couple of hours ago, and I sort of laid this thesis out that you and I are talking about. He said, oh no, we must keep wearing masks. He wasn't kidding. We must keep wearing masks, and there must be more mandates because of the immunocompromised that a healthy person carrying COVID could infect.
Well, that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. We've had immunocompromised people around for a very long time, and the flu is just as devastating to immunocompromised people. Other, infectious diseases they're susceptible to those. So this notion that COVID, especially with people being vaccinated, et cetera, it just doesn't make any scientific sense at all.
Yeah, it kind of goes back to what George Will was saying last week, that there's a certain group of people who enjoy the sense of emergency, and then there's people who enjoy the power who comes from the sense of emergency. Congressman, when you send that letter, come back and talk to us about it. I know you'll have some interesting statistics in it, all right?
Will do, Leland.
Yeah, thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.